What is up, everyone? Welcome on in. Welcome on in. It is time for some more PokePath action. I'm excited. I'm going to do what we talked about last time. We're going to first swap over the screen. Turn on the auto. We're going to gain some money. We're going to gain some money as we wait. There is a new strategy, money-wise, on this route that works a lot better. I just don't have access to that yet. It's a certain Pokemon it's locked between, and I need access to challenges, which I don't have. So, like I said, we're going to chat for a little bit. We're going to have this thing running, and we're just going to hang out for a little bit. Yo, Giselle, RYLTJE, welcome on in. And Jacob, how are you all doing today? Welcome to the stream. Yo, Trojan, welcome on in. Tammy, welcome on in. Shorts chat is popping right now. I love this game. I love this game so much. I can't wait till we get to the point where I can just let this thing, like, I want to have all level 100 Pokemon, unlock all the Pokemon and the items, and then we can beat, like, all the rounds, kind of, like, figure out, like, hey, what's the actual right strategy? So, I'm excited. I'm excited. There is new money farming options. Route 1-3 is still the best early game. Said hi, I say hi back. Route 1-3 is still the best early game. The only thing with that is we're not there on Route 1-3 yet. Tammy with all of the emojis dropping. We're not quite there to be able to farm that. Right now, our only money farm option is Route 1-1. Route 1-2, I think, also has a money option. So if we can get to Route 100, we might be able to check it out. Let me pull up Strategy Talk, pinned messages, their guide. I'm not going to use their guides for, like, beating the levels. I kind of want to do that while building in the chat. But I will take usage of their guides. Okay. So Route 1-2 is definitely double as good as even the best strategy on Route 1-1, which we don't have access to yet. And every single Pokemon on 1-2 we can get, so maybe we farm there. 1-3 we don't have access to yet. It looks like every single Pokemon that we do have access to. We just need to get far enough. Then 3-1. 3-1 makes some good money if we can get there. 3-2 is a decent farm. And then 3-3 is the best gold farm. And then there's the shiny farm. Okay, I don't want to get spoiled. So we'll close out of that. Let's pull back the chats up. Yo, SJD, love from India. I appreciate it. Tammy, I'm sorry to hear that you were sick. I hope you feel better. I had the sickness a couple weeks ago, and it was brutal. But I still have, like, a little bit of congestion, which stinks, because it's been weeks. It's been at least 2 weeks. It could be even 3 or 4. You lose track of time. All right. Do I want to buy these items? That's kind of what I wanted to farm with some of these items mostly. Jordan, welcome on in. You're smoking large. Dope watching this. Crazy. All right. Let's buy out some of these items. Ooh. That is a good item. Let's save up for the Revelation armor. Quick Claw is also pretty good. It reduces your damage by 50%, but the recharge also by 50%. So, like Ferrothorn, this is super sick with you. Slow down a lot faster. Muhammad, I don't know what that means, so I'm not gonna say that just in case it means something bad. I'm sorry. I don't want to be getting in trouble by the YouTube. I appreciate having my channel in good standings. I mean, it could not be bad. I just don't know. And I don't know if I want to risk that. Oops. Why? I don't... There we go. That's better. That's better. Alright. Like I said, we're going to farm up for a little bit. We're going to get our stuff. Get some of these items. The Revelation Aroma is definitely the item we want to pull. This is a really good item as well. One, it makes our haunch grow better, or it gives any Pokemon the ability to see stuff. And then, what will we jump to next? Oh yeah, I mean, it's in the thumbnail. We'll have to do Route 1, too. And then we'll kind of play around with there. I don't know. I don't know the best strategy. Like I said, I want to learn myself. I've watched people play, but I do kind of want to, like, on stream, do it myself. And actually beat this game properly. Which, there's a lot to beat. There's a lot to beat. There's also a lot of Pokemon to unlock. Duat. I was trying to raise you up. Duat is, like, the best Mon. Like, Duat's a part of the money wave for this one. I just don't have Pelipper. I don't have Pelipper. I don't know how to access the challenges. But we'll eventually figure it out. Alright, almost at the Aroma, which might... I don't think it will. I don't think it will be good enough to boost that up. Not yet, at least. Right, give me some money. Get the Persians going. It could also be a good idea to get the Persians max level. But I think I wanna go for the items. If I can go for the items and at least see all the items, I think that will be massive. We almost have 500k. We'll do this item money farming for about like the first 30 minutes, and then we'll start talking strategy. Bam! We got that. Flame Orb could be decent. Comfey. There you go. Let's save this one. Ooh. Almost there. A little bit further. 136,000. If I can get Comfey a little bit further, get it on the Ampharos as well, then I think this Persian will start making a little tad bit more money. Quick Claw, Claw is definitely something we want. Jeffro. Mine? Sure. Sure. I mean, they're only level... They're not even max level, so sure. Whatever you say. I don't know. I got my side game. Yo, Flygon to quote Dialga. Sure. Also sure on that. Right. There we go. There we go. Our Comfey. Our Comfey's range is actually working. That should give us a slight more amount of cash. And then we'll just start getting these. Nightmare Cloth could be really good. Poison Barb, I think, is actually really solid if the boss is easy to poison. And then we definitely need these two items. What's my favorite Dialga quote? Give me a moment. Give me a second. Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Explorer. They don't say quotes. They don't say quotes. I was gonna quote something from the Explorers of Time. But they don't say quotes on there. Dang. I don't have a favorite Dialga quote. Alright. Now we just relax for another 19 more minutes. Do I have any shinies? Any shinies? Big shiny moment? No big shiny moment? Unfortunate. Unfortunate. Alright, we're almost at 30k. I've never used this item. This item might actually be good. I've never used it. Yo, this item! This item is good. It's been capped to make it not as strong. Well, is it? What is 30 times... I mean, not really. You still got to get to 900 stars to max it out. Okay, I mean, it's capped, but this item's really good. Like, this is a straight just 12% damage increase for us. Really solid item. When are we going to get a Pokemon Mystery Dungeon movie? Listen, we can't even get Detective Pikachu 2. Alright, I mean, the little boost helped a little bit. Little boost helped a little bit. We got a Detective Pikachu movie before a Mystery Dungeon movie. True. I don't know. I feel like Mystery Dungeon works better for a game. I don't see them making a good movie out of it. Detective Pikachu had a good ending that doesn't need a sequel, though. But they made a sequel game. So... they're willing to do that. Right, what's our best? 115,000 still? I could see a Mystery Dungeon being a 9-episode miniseries. I could see a miniseries. I could not see a movie, though. Alright. I will be honest, though. If we get a certain point in our money farming, we might not have to money farm for a good bit. Until we unlock the Route 1-3 farm. Pokemon Snap the Trilogy. We're almost there. We're almost there. Alright, 400. Toxic Orb. The holder inflicts double the amount of poison stacks with each attack. Also, like I said, another good item for poison builds. Which does not work. Does not work on this level anymore. The movie trilogy, that is. Detective Pikachu will be back in Avengers Doomsday. Alright. We're getting some nice money. Like I said, I'd like these 3 items at least before we finish farming. Which we should get there with the speed that we're going. Should be able to get there. I was hoping Detective Pikachu would be in Doomsday after Goku and Steve got confirmed. Crazy. I don't even know what Mon's using. Is that Noivern using that win thing? Yeah. I don't know if the glitch is actually getting me money or not. But if it is, sick. Alright. I'm excited. I'm excited to, like, fully... Yo! Lydia Cowgirl, thank you for the subscription. Welcome on in. Welcome on in. I was like trying to read something. I pull off the screen and then I just get the notification. Shocked me a little bit. Shocked me a little bit. All right. How close? How close? 500,000. 900,000 is insane. 900,000 is insane. And I'm saying these numbers are insane. Some of these numbers are about to get, like, actually crazy. There's some billion-dollar items that I'm not looking forward to save up for. Pokemon Pinball, the 9-movie saga. A pinball game for every single generation. Or a movie for every single generation. Alright, almost at 500,000. I definitely need these 2 items. There is also Mega Stones, which I've heard the Mega Stones. I've only heard people talk about one of them. So we'll have to actually see if they're good. Exactly, and they culminate to a grand finale. So wouldn't you need 10 movies? Alright, there. And now the big money items. $1 billion for the shiny charm. That's insane. I didn't even save up for $1 billion on my test account. I haven't been able to like set my test account going because the website hasn't been working in the US for some reason. So I've not gotten $1 billion on anything. No, we just turned the 9th movie from a 2-hour movie to a 4-hour movie. Crazy. Although, wouldn't you just be able to turn Gen 6 and Gen 7 into one movie with how little Pokemon there are? Yeah, we're not getting this one. We might be able to buy up. We might be able to buy up the rest of the useful, affordable items in this little grind session. And then maybe any future grind like sessions that we do, like next stream, we start leveling up our Pokemon. There is one item. There is one item that I would like to get at some point. I'll show you what it is. I'll show you what it is once I unlock it. It should be the next item. Well, we do have to do the world building for Pokemon Pinball movie, and we'll leave Gen 5 on a cliffhanger and make a PokePark spin-off so Gen 6 can be its own movie. Oh, God. The PCU, Pokemon Cinematic Universe. Okay. Quick Claw. Quick Claw is the most important item left. We're almost there. Two more runs. 2 more runs through. If Noivern was a... I did that on accident. I wanted to click the info, not the level up by 1. Oops. Oops. It's fine. Pokemon Ranger gets a short film. Poor Pokemon Ranger. What about Pokemon Conquest? We just call it the Imperialism Saga. Alright, one more. One more. Let's not accidentally level up our Noivern. Pokemon Conquest is like the Mandalorian of the Pokemon Pinball Saga. Dang, it doesn't even get its own little, like, separate thing. The disrespect there. Oh, that was a weak... That was such a weak... round. We only got, what, 70,000? Not even? Alright, there's the Quick Claw, and this is the item. Okay, it doesn't describe it. It just says ding ding. The segmental bicycle is really good. It lets you choose which wave you want to go to, as long as you've gotten there before. So, like, I can... Pokemon Sleep is a book, and Pokemon Cafe Remix is an episode of Mystery Dungeon TV series. Crazy. So, this item lets you change the wave. So, say I beat Shaman, I could then use this bike to still get back to wave 100. So, it's a really nice item. It also got an upgrade, basically, with this new update. You can repeat waves now. So you can just keep firing off the same wave over and over again with this item. This is the best money farm. Once you can get this, you can then do the best money farm. You can lock yourself to one of the Delibird levels and just keep farming that over and over again. It's pretty solid, but saving up for 1 billion is rough, to say the least. It's not the most easiest thing to save up for. Plus, I want to say that the Mega Stones might be cheaper. I think they're like 100 million. But still. Alright, we're going to buy these last few items that are reasonably priced. Yo, Leafeon! Welcome on in. You haven't missed anything. We're just currently money farming for the first, like, 30 minutes of the stream. There's not too many billionaires in the world, so yeah, I'd say saving up for 1 billion is difficult. In-game. But yeah, we're almost finished with money farming for today's stream. We're about to have bought all of the reasonably priced items. But I don't know. I don't know what I have to say. We're about to see the Mega Stones. Sorry, how much is that shiny charm? $1 billion. How much is that bicycle? $1 billion. The bicycle is more important than the shiny charm. So once we start saving up for $1 billion, we need to buy the bicycle first. But I don't think... It'll be a few streams before we can even get there. What does the bike even do? The bike lets us change what wave we go to. So, like, say I beat this. Typically, it would restart me back to wave 1. I could use the bicycle to go back up to wave 100. But the bicycle also got another perk. And it lets you replay waves over and over again. So, like, say I want to do wave 27 on this route over and over again. I can set it to just keep going over and over on wave 27. Which is the best money farm. Not on wave 27. I don't know what's wave 27. But on one of the routes, there is a Delibird level that gets you a lot of money. Which if you keep replaying that level over and over again, you get money super quick. You can use the bike to cheat. You have to have gotten to the level to do it, but I guess. And then the Mega Stones are 100 million. I've heard people recommend go for the bike first, although Mega Absol is apparently cracked and busted and amazing. But that's $100 million. I don't even think I got 100 million on my test account. But we're closing in. We're closing in on the first 30 minutes. I don't want to spend too long farming, so I will It better be with that price tag. True. I'm going to only get the medal, the badge of honor, and not worry too much about the toxic orb. The toxic orb will be like very helpful for certain bosses, but the medal of armor I see more use while actually just playing through the game. All right. All right. Although I don't know if we'll end up using... We might not end up using the badge of honor on this one. I don't know. I'd like to get to wave 100. That's the goal for today, is to get to wave 100 on Route 1-2. Even if we don't try to beat the boss, getting us there will be good. And then maybe we can try to get to wave 1 to the same thing on Route 1-3. And then maybe spend a stream trying to beat all 3 of these bosses. And then we'll do the Route 2-1, try to get there. 2-2, try to get there. 2-3, try to get there. Stream, try to beat the bosses. Then the same thing, 3-1, 3-2, 3-3. And then we can do the last 3. That sounds like a good plan to me. But like I said, well, first we'll get this badge of honor. You're going to use your bike in real life to go back and stop you. Crazy. Crazy. Alright, just a couple more. I mean, we're more than halfway there. Let's just finish up and get all the way there. Should be like 3 rounds left, maybe. If we get lucky with it. If we're not getting Ampharos stunning, then we're not gonna get lucky with it. Yo, that Ampharos did not put in the work. Let's use this bike too. Oh, wait, I can't even ride a bike. Why did I buy this? Rough. There we go. I was like, are we not going to get any stuns happening? Alright, 200k more to go. And then we'll get going. I need this bike, though. This bike is massive. Okay, I mean, we're getting... Okay, solid. Actually, you're going to go back in time to the first Spider-Man movie to save Uncle Ben. Listen, it's a canon event. Uncle Ben will die some way, somehow. And that's kind of annoying that that wave did not finish strong. Because now we probably don't even get up to 900k. Let's turn off the auto just in case. Just in case. Come on. Come on, carry, guys. Briefly going vertical to like the stream. And what happened here? Looking at the chat history. The chat got a little crazy to start. The chat was a little crazy to start. Over on the vertical side. Alright. 900k. Like I said, this item is pretty solid. Yo, Burns Thomas, welcome on in. Yo, Cygnix Phi. Welcome on in. Welcome on in. All right, Mega Septile. And with all that being done, let's actually play one of these levels. Like I promised, Route 1, 2. This is the team I had. Did I buy all the megas? I have not bought any of the megas yet, Signy. I'm not far enough in to have gotten that quite yet. The update is cool. It's just on this account, I was not far at all. Sharpbeak, Haunch Crow. Haunch Crow, we can actually give you this, which boosts your range. Yeah, Flygon, you are here. You are here, Flygon. Maractus, is there a better item for you? Not the Adrenaline. Critical hits. I don't think you can crit anymore. We'll give you this. We'll boost your damage up. Give you a... I don't know that math. Alright, let's get the auto going. Let's get the auto going. And let's try to do good. Vindication Flygon is in the game and Garchomp isn't. I feel like Garchomp is an enemy. But yeah, Flygon is like super solid in this zone. Although, did we determine... Hold up, we might have determined something. Was Flygon... Flygon was better here, wasn't he? Oh, then it's based on real life. Flygon is friend and Garchomp is enemy. I don't know. Like I said, Flygon is pretty solid in this game. Having such a wide range. Look how massive that range is. That's nearly the entire screen. That is nearly the entire screen. And if there was a middle mountain, it would be the entire screen. It's absolutely bonkers. Alright, my goal right now is going to be to get everyone to level 70. Perfect. Actually, let's get Noivern to level 70, and then let's get everyone to level 60. Just because I don't want Noivern to be on such a weird... Okay. Buff Flygon. Does Flygon even need a buff, though? No, these three Mons are actually disgusting how good they are. Like Ditto Noivern and Flygon. Yo, Duerv. D-Herv. Welcome on into the stream. What is my name? You can call me Dex. Short for Dex, which is short for the game Dex. Noivern is really good. Although this setup might not be that great. We'll see. We'll see. If we can get at least up to 76. It's short for Dexter Gamicus the Third. You're over here with your 130 base defense and 65 base HP. True, Levion, true. I am from the US. Alright, you know. Who greenlit those stats, Levy? You know, our Mons Our Mons are putting in decent work. 110 H base attack is pretty good with chlorophyll. True. True. Yeah, we're really not getting much money. I don't know. I might swap some things around. Amistar might not be the call. You guess your country name? I could not tell you what your country name is. A little scary. A little scary. A little scary. At least they gave you Solar Blade, Lilligant, Hisui, and still overshadows you, but it's something rough. Guess only? I don't have a guess. I don't have a guess. Let me see what my targets are. First. Ditto first. Area, invisible, random. One of you might need to be high HP. Whoa! Chill out there, Delibird. Don't mind you? Okay, I won't mind you. Alright. This team's doing good enough for now. What's with the people in Shorts chat asking for your name and country? Is it just the part of the internet you're on, or is that weird? I don't know. Shorts chat has been asking that a lot. Tree, I don't know. You should play Delta Force. It's another Pokemon game. What type of Pokemon game is it? Is it a fan, like, is it like a traditional game with gyms and such, or is it like, something like this? Because I'm down for playing more. India, bro? Alright. That's cool. What's your favorite number in your credit card? Wild. You want to know my mother's maiden name, too? Alright. Noivern's now level 68. Cool. Got a little close. A first-person shooter. Interesting. Interesting. D-Herb, I have no clue what you're saying right now. Ooh, this level might be tough. This level might be tough. Trevenant is going. Okay, we survived. We survived. We're good. But a lot of Trevenants might be a little scary. But we're doing good. We're... Okay, focus up, focus up. There we go. Our area of attack Mons need to start carrying right here. I don't know why Sudowoodo looks so weird. Okay, okay. Thank goodness the team carried there. Yeah. I don't know, short chats has been popping, so I appreciate, like, chatting. But sometimes they do ask some interesting questions. Come on, don't let the Corviknight survive. Thank you. Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no. Okay, we let one go. Like, focus up, guys. Focus up, guys. Focus up, guys. There we go. We've lost 2 health now. what's my go-to Subway order, I don't really go to Subway anymore. I used to just get like one of the Italians and get it on the Italian herbs and cheese. That's the only reason why to go to Subway is for the Italian herbs and cheese bread. Other than that, I don't really go to Subway. You found 2 shiny Vulpix during the Pokemon Go community day. Yo, sick. I've not played Pokemon Go in quite a while. Me and my friend used to, like, and his friend used to, always go out on Pokemon Community Day. We've stopped playing. It's just time-wise. It's very consuming to stay, like, up with the game. $20 minutes, 2 shinies, not bad. It was like nice to get like fresh air and all, but once they added the, I think we let that one go. Once they added the Dynamax, it was just a lot to stay up with the raids, the Dynamax stuff, and everything. Can we hold the, okay. I was gonna say, can we hold them? Can we hold them? Let's turn off our auto. You live right by a Pokestop, so sometimes you pull it up, catch a few Pokemon, and today happened to be Community Day? Makes sense, makes sense. Alright. I'm gonna look at mountain Pokemon. The issue is with you. I can't change their form. Your other form is way better on the mountain. You used to be intensely into the game, but once they removed weekly free remote passes, you start to play a lot less. Makes sense. You have your own item, don't you? You don't really do anything. Lycanroc got nerfed hard, did it? Dang, that's unfortunate. I was gonna say, because Lycanroc was super, super solid. You're pretty good, right? Corsola is decent. Let me move Maractus. Remove. And add Corsola. And see how you do. Let's put you back over there. Still a pretty solid range. But Corsola... Ooh. Wait a minute. Maybe there? Sure, we'll see. You weren't expecting so many people to offer a shiny female Haxorus. You got 2 offers already. Sick. Sick. Alright, we'll see how you do. I don't think this is the best spot for Corsola. But it might help. It might help. Having that, like, slow. More slowing. And what? It explodes. Yeah. I think Corsola could be decent. Let's get you up to level 50. Like, we really want our Noivern and Flygon to be the heavy hitters. So anything to help them out. I could even see us getting rid of Amistar, to be honest. Wave 75. This is where we capped out. Maybe for like a stun. Okay. Okay. New record. I'm going to turn off the auto. Because, right? Your cat just came under your bed with a cobweb in his hand? Crazy. Because, like, Lapras increases the durations of stuns. Alright, we're bleeding a little bit. 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 Quite a bit. Okay. Amistar. Remove. We'll see if Lapras. Oh, you can't go on the ground anymore? Couldn't Lapras used to go on the ground? Alright, we'll have to give it to you. Lapras definitely used to be able to go on the ground. It's fine. It's fine. Ampharos is really solid too, so I don't mind. I don't mind the Ampharos. Okay, we are bleeding. Alright, that didn't work. I mean, it might. We'll see. We'll see. Hold up. Let it cook for a little bit. Maybe we need more damage. What area? Area mons? Are you only in the mountain? You can go in the field too. Hold up, hold up. Might be able to make you work. Is Aron good? Data, 14 damage. Let's get up to 20,000. Oh, we bled so much. Not a lot, but still more than I'd like. We got to get up to 59,000. Aggron placed on a mountain spot is pretty good. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I feel like Excadrill has gotten nerfed a lot. I guess it's still doing a lot of damage. Because Excadrill used to, like, really put in work here. Just feels so weak now. Only 72 damage. Oh, wait, your last message didn't send? Auto-correcting your... or fixing the mess up. Without anyone knowing. Alright, we'll get to... You use Halucha? Is Halucha better now? Because I feel like I didn't really like Halucha much. Like, when I was last playing. Why is Aggron cold? Why is Aggron cold? How's my Halucha doing? He's just shivering in the... No, he's shimmying. Alright, we'll play around a little bit. We'll play around a little bit with what we got. Halucha. 10 levels. Let's turn off you. Guess we remove Ampharos for now. Add Halucha. Data. What item do we want to add? No one's holding this, right? Let's see. Let's see. Oh, wait. Okay, cool. Okay, we're doing decent on this level. Okay, we held up pretty fine there. Maybe we need to give Flygon a better item. Alright, hold up. Maybe we can't do this item on Flygon. Although I'm just worried about the range. I think you're doing bad by hurting those Hisuian Arcanine. Those are an endangered species. Look how many are walking on our screen right now. I think they're fine. Okay. Hold the phone. How bad is your range without this? Not great. What are you looking like there? You think I should put Halucha? You know, that might make sense. Maybe like here. That way Halucha has the most like covering. All right, we'll play with this. We'll play with this. Oh, wait. Yeah, I might need to give... The random attacks is kind of hurting us. Maybe a better item for you. You just lost a round on Delta Force? Rough. Do you have crits? 30% chance to crit? That's just a 30% damage increase. Random attack from Flygon is rage bait? Probably. It's just, it boosts its range by so much. Like, I don't know. Not having that item... Like, look how tiny that... it's not tiny, but it's definitely not... Maybe from there? And then maybe that? And then attack... first. Flygon, I can't. I don't have any more eggs. Alright. We'll see how this does. The economy is in shambles. There are no eggs left. True. You know, this isn't working too bad. All right, that was not too bad. Let's get you up to level 50. Okay, I mean, solid work. We're gonna let these go through again. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe Corsola's not the call? Maybe Corsola's not the call, because you're just slowing. And we already have a Slowmon there. Maybe Ampharos. To get the stuns going. I mean, we stopped it. Corsola remove. Ampharos add. Put you in your spot there. Get you up to level 50. Let's see. Let's see. Really get these slows and stuns working for all of our mons. This is... I mean, this level didn't really play in a factor with that, but it worked this level. Either this is our max level that we've already been to, or this is a new high level. One of the two. Oh. Why did you not attack him, Noivern? Drampa? Yo. That's sick. Look at Drampa. I love Drampa so much. I'm glad it's in the game. Drampa's so cool. Mega Drampa? Mega Drampa? Alright, we did fine. We did fine. Get Ampharos there. Now we can start trying for getting our Mons higher level. Because this way is seeming to do a little bit better at the very least. Drampa! Ooh, that... Drampa hatches from an egg and it's already a grandpa. Kangaskhan hatches from an egg and it's already a Kangaskhan. True. Ooh, these Drampas might get through. I think we lost through both of them. You always forget Mega Drampa and Mega Glamora exist. I forget about Mega Glamora, but Mega Drampa was so sick to me that I don't forget about Mega Drampa. One does not simply forget about Mega Drampa, in my opinion. Okay, we're gonna bleed there. This could still be the strat. I think I do need more levels. Not the strat, but a strat. Cubone hatches from an egg and wears the skull of its dead mother, but its mother is still alive. Is anyone dropping like 50,000 damage consistently? Like, I gotta worry about them losing their item if I do this, but... Yo, Leafeon, welcome back. Like, I don't want to lose their item. Like, Aggron would be doing less damage. It wouldn't be doing probably 50k without its item. But I was thinking for potential heals. Your cat is teleporting. What do you do? I know. Hawlucha is doing solid damage. I will give it that. Huge. Is it a Mew or an Abra? Okay, solid, solid, solid. If it's an Abra, that's normal. You just need to make it feel safer. Okay, huge. We're getting through this without taking any damage. Huge in my opinion. Halucha, solid, solid Halucha. Getting through those shields, getting through those shields. I see you. You're targeting high shields. High armor, yes. Okay, cool. Well, there's also the probability of using Shadow Force. Man, I hope it's teleporting and not Shadow Force. Deal with these Trevenant shields. Thank you, thank you. Ah, we took some damage there. Back at the Drampa levels. The first couple Drampa levels aren't bad. It's that third Drampa level. When these high HP Drampas just kind of hide in the crowd. Solid, solid, solid. This level I don't think was too bad if I remember correctly, but won't actually know until we get through it. Lots of shields though. But Corviknight's not too much of a struggle. Yeah, we're fine, we're fine, we're fine. Drampa! Not the late round Drampas hiding in the mix. Maybe I have Flygon. Target high HP. Turn off the auto. Maybe you could use a better item. Tepig, Totodile, and Chikorita have been jumping since Legend Z has come out. True. I mean, you're most likely going to be... I don't know. I don't know. We bled a few hearts. It could just be a level issue. Although I'm pretty sure one of the challenges is to beat it with level 50s. We bled so much. Alright. High HP definitely did not feel good. One of you Noivern's has a bad sunburn? True. What's your range looking like? Let me try. Let me swap a couple Pokemon around. Like, your range is pretty solid. Let me just see something. I feel like your range doesn't really change. I guess your range does get quite a bit bigger. I don't know. We'll test this. We'll test this. Damage per second, Mon. I'm not a big fan. I don't know. Amistar and Maractus I did have. Holding the fort. Are we not going to question how Gen 6 Ash had enough skill to have 2 dragon types? I mean, when you've been playing Pokemon for that long. Gen 6 Ash was him. Was half him. Was half him. He couldn't get it done, though. Okay, Aggron is actually taking a significant increase here. I don't know if you guys have been seeing that. Aggron kind of put in the work. You don't like Gen 4 Ash? He had a Gibble, that dang traitor. He got 50 Tauros, and yeah, Ash can handle some dragons. Yeah, I think this Aggron placement is helping us significantly. Did anyone watch that one movie with the Latios and Latias? The one where Ash found love with a Latios? Yeah. Okay, we did bleed a little bit. Luckily, Zekrom smited Ash for his insolence and made him bad at Pokemon in Gen 5. That did happen. Maybe with this setup, Flygon goes for high HP. Weakens like everything down to put Aggron in decent range. Ash fell in love with a 10,000-year-old dragon just an average Tuesday in the anime. True. Okay, okay. Aggron. Aggron. I see you, Aggron. Okay, I don't know why we had to let that Drampa go. Okay, we're letting a few go. Ah! We might lose on this wave again. We have 1 HP left. Despite being obsessed with Master Quest as a child, you remember nothing about it except there was a Larvitar in the theme song. I didn't really watch much of the Johto season, so... Okay, new record. Now Drake, that's my guy. He had a Flygon. Okay, well. We need Flygon to step it up here. What was my starter in this run? I'm pretty sure my starter in this run was Greninja. But I've unlocked all of the egg Pokemon. I think I went Greninja, if I'm not mistaken. I've heard Greninja's not bad. Alright, we lost there. I mean, we could test some other strategies. Greninja has its own item, doesn't it? Starter power is real trust. This doesn't have to be deployed in the water, right? Alright. Who do I get rid of? Flygon or Aggron? Although Greninja has to be... You have to be on the field or water. Do we get rid of Shuckle? Don't you get... Ampharos needs to take a rest? Alright. Then we go Ninja. Do I swap them? We'll swap them. Hit enter too early. Ugh. He stinks now. I don't know what he was doing. Crazy. I mean, it's doing okay. I guess that's probably more than what Ampharos was doing. We'll get Hawlucha leveled up as well. I mean, your damage is racking. It does do good damage. Okay, okay. Smelly cat, smelly cat. Oh, we're letting some things leak. Maybe Flygon needs to also be attacking first. And do we let Greninja go high HP? That's a Friends reference if you don't get it. I've probably seen the episode, it's just not connecting with me. +1. $5,000 damage. Okay. Okay, we're holding a little bit. We're gonna let Drampa break through. What does Shuckle do again? It slows, and then its Berry Juice gives it slowing 25% stronger. Used to be 50% stronger. It used to be absolutely busted. It's still good, it's just not as great. Alright, now... First still probably makes more sense. Would you drink its juices? I mean, I'm sure it probably tastes good. $23,000. You would? I mean, I'm sure it tastes good. Yeah, first probably makes way more sense. Okay. Come on, Greninja. Carry for me, Greninja. Carry for me, Greninja. Carry for me, Greninja. Alright. Maybe this isn't the item. Let's take a look at the other items. You just gotta drink the juices before it ferments. Noivern are the real ones who are carrying? True. True. Actually, if we want to look at the damage, the real one carrying is Aggron. Aggron carried that past round right there. Oh no. Oh no. I took away your item. Right now, this round Halucha's carrying. You're carrying, you're staying awake after you planned to take a nap 4 hours ago and failed. Hey, I was asleep. I was still asleep 4 hours ago. So... let's see. All right, we're holding up. We're holding up a little bit decently. Can you show hitboxes? You're curious? Is it Z? It's not Z. X. There's my hitboxes. It's all blue. Except right there. This is the danger zone. Right here is the danger zone. If stuff gets here, it's probably going to break through. I wonder with your range. Like, we're much better set up. It's not much, but if a Pokemon goes here, we're fine. No! We took a little bit. How many stars till you unlock another slot? 540. 540. I have the slot that my webcam is covering. My webcam is covering over Greninja. But we have all but the final slot. No, too many Pokemon in the danger zone. More danger zone. We might have gotten that one. Might have gotten that one. Yo, Hawlucha. Hawlucha carrying. Hawlucha. You're thinking you could give Noivern a friend? Yeah, it's just who. It's just who, though. Like, the only... I did potentially think... Hold up. I feel like... Yeah, no, that definitely wouldn't be good. Because it would lose that. I can move you there, but your range isn't that great. I always could... Nah, you're doing decent damage. Shuckle's not doing damage, but I feel like Shuckle is helping. Quite a bit. It's not about who, but how. Yeah, like, That's crazy how many of them just broke through there. We're losing here again. Ah. Maybe your item's not right. I mean, you're not getting a lot of stars. You have a 30% crit rate, which would boost my damage to 30, but I wouldn't have any critical hits. Where's that item again? You got an ad for the sponsor of the video, Raid Shadow Legends? Crazy. No, Hawlucha, I don't want to take away your item. Raid, please sponsor this guy. Raid Shadow Legends wouldn't be as good of a sponsor as you think. Who plays that game? How does it get money? Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like, I wouldn't have anyone using my link. We can look at Greninjas. Greninja. I don't know, that 25% damage increase right here is pretty nice. You're guessing it has like 2 whales that keep it afloat? Yeah, I don't know. I've never played the game. Just not a game for me. Just not a game for me. Yeah, but like, I don't know, like, you can have big YouTuber sponsor, like I genuinely have never met anyone who's played it. Like, there's so many other games that younger people have been playing, and Raid Shadow Legends is not one of them. Not that I play like any of those types of games. It's just I can tell from what people talk about. All right, we're getting solid progress. You played Genshin Impact? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like there are way like other games. Raid Shadow Legends is just a meme. It's a meme, but apparently it can do good enough to sponsor decently. I wonder, and maybe this isn't why I've heard many people play it. I wonder if it's popular internationally. Like, if it slightly has more popularity in other countries where traditional, like I won't hear anyone talk about it. But maybe, like, somewhere else it gets played a lot. But it would be weird. Why would you sponsor, like, more, like, American-based people? If that's the case. So, I don't know. Maybe they want their game to be played more. Ooh, these Drampas are gonna hurt. This Drampa's kind of bled. Fishing for the next big whale. Now, we bled a lot there. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe Shuckle isn't the call? I wonder if it has X powers, so you're cool. Maybe. So many Drampas. So many Drampas. Get rid of these Drampas. Alright, we beat this level. It's the next level. Aggron. It's your turn, Aggron. Aggron does do some heavy lifting. Gotta respect the Aggron. And we lose. What was the ad you just got? Oh boy. The makers of the game have collected 5 of the 6 Infinity Stones already. General. Yo, Jura. Welcome on in on the disc. Oops, I don't mean to add you. I didn't mean to add this person. I meant to change their role on the Discord. Add role. Leafy, what the horror did you witness? Yeah, it's all, that sounds scary. That sounds scary. How much damage? How much damage are we boosting? Only 2? A little bit better speed. How much damage does Greninja increase? Only 1 though. But the ricochets. If your soul is still in your body after that hat, it is. How much does Flygon's damage increase? 7. Yo, look at Flygon's damage. 440. I mean, obviously Noivern is like goated. But Flygon doing good. Flygon doing good. When your Rayquaza reaches level 30, don't rush to evolve. You have 3 paths. Mega Evolution shows a picture of normal Mega Ray. Mega Evolution shows a picture of white Mega Ray. And Shadow Evolution shows a picture of purple Mega Ray. That's crazy that we're getting fake Pokemon ads on a Pokemon stream. Alright, we should be good. Right, Aggron level 59. Man, do you pick Mega Evolution? Mega Evolution or Mega Evolution? Surprised they didn't, like, call it, like, I don't know, some, like, other form. Primal. Right, we got through there decently. These Trevs are not a problem. Okay, still holding up fine. Still holding up fine. I mean, Greninja does do good damage. Get you leveled up. Now let's get Flygon some levels. Flygon, I could also change the item. 15% more damage per status. But we got slow and we got slow. So, like... Is it really that bad? We could speed you up. We already got that on Hawlucha. We already got that item on. Flygon's not doing 50k consistently. We could attack 2 Pokemon at once? Let's see how that does. Less overall damage, like, on a Pokemon, but... it's the same amount of damage. I'm just weakening 2 Pokemon. It's not looking better. It's not looking better! Maybe? Maybe looking better? $41K there. Why is Ferrothorn doing more damage than Greninja? It's because it's just attacking a lot. I mean, it's attacking double. Like, it's just getting a lot of mons at once. Crying. Hey, Ferrothorn's good. Don't disrespect the Ferrothorn. Alright, we bled a lot. Oh, wait, this is our highest round, so we've not ever made it through. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about this team. I don't know how I feel about this team. %25 stronger. Wait, if we don't have any... Oh, that's only 10%. Never mind. Oops. I thought it used... Didn't it used to be 30%? Alright, come on. Come on, guys. Umbreon has a cool design, and Shiny Flareon reminds you of one of your cats. Espeon reminds you of one of your other cats. Glaceon is pretty. Vaporeon is neat, not weird. And Jolteon and Sylveon are queer icons. Yeah, there's no bad evolution. What time is it? I got an hour before my draft league match, so I'm hoping we can get there. I don't think we do. I don't think we get to level 100, wave 100, but we're gonna try. Yeah, Ferrothorn's insane. 43,000 damage for Ferrothorn. Ferrothorn's just good. Ferrothorn's just solid. What's draft? Like Scarlet and Violet OU? Not quite OU. But like I drafted a team of 12 Pokemon. It's on our second channel, the Game Dex VGC, if you want to check it out. But yeah, we drafted a team of I think 11 Pokemon, and we battle for a course of a few weeks. 7 weeks, I think, is the season that I'm about to do my battle for. This season, it's low tier Mons, so like we're not able to use like the strongest of Mons. But I drafted a team. I know what 11 Pokemon my opponents have, and we just roll with what we got. It's a lot of fun. I like Draft League. You wish you could speed it up further? True. Because then we could just tear through these levels and, like, get more experience. Because that's what we need is, I think, experience. Well, I guess money. You don't like Sylveon because it ruined the symmetry of an odd number? And they made Eevee included to fix it? We just need another evolution. We would just need another evolution. What does your levels do? Only boost your crit rate, which I guess the crit rate is actually pretty solid when you're attacking so many times. But yeah, I love Draft League. It's so much fun having to like specifically game plan for teams. But I got that battle at 8, and then I've got work at 10. Well, then they'll promote that evolution and force me to like it, and usually when Game Freak forces you to like a mon, you don't like it. Terra-type evolution? Stellar? Is that the one that you're talking about? Stellar type? Alright. Level up Greninja. Oh, so many Pokemon in the danger zone. Like, Scizor is cool because Game Freak doesn't force you to like Scizor. It's just Scizor. Okay. I think evolutions are cool. Arc Paldea ignores you. There was so much potential, and they go with whatever stellar type is. Taking poison damage? I'm confused. Alright, this is our highest level. Are we going to lose here again? Probably. Probably will take the L here again. Yeah, we're not making it through this. You was a lore theorist before the DLC and they gave up when Terapagos was dropped. I like Terapagos though. Scizor is just cool, man. You don't care if it gets walled by every single mon now. I mean, Technician, Swords Dance, Bullet Punch is still going to do damage. Fluttermane's not going to appreciate a Bullet Punch. I'm telling you. What is 5 levels? Quite a bit faster. Golden Go and Tusk. I guess they'll appreciate it. But that's what you got other mons for. And you could still run what, knockoff? For gold at least. Cool because Game Freak didn't force you to like it. Alright. Level 60 Greninja. Chandelure is really cool. Chandelure is cool. Zoroark. I'm iffy on that mon. I like the Hisuian form a lot more. It's just, in my opinion, it's a okay design. It's nothing crazy, really. Who's doing the most amount of damage? It's still Hawlucha. I'm trying to decide, like, who deserves the level up next. And it's looking like Hawlucha. Zacian? I like Zacian. Zacian's cool. better of the Sword and Shield Legends. True. Although Zamazenta's not that bad. You like Zoroark more than Darkrai? They're both kind of in that same tier for me. Like, they're all right. They're all right. Okay, we're gonna make it through this wave, fine. Wonder if this was the wave I took damage, and if I'm not taking damage here, that's actually kind of nice. We'll bump up Palucha. Zora and Darkrai are edgy, for edgy teenagers. And you know what? Good for them. True. True. Umbreon is for edgy adults. I like Umbreon. Umbreon's my favorite evolution. Umbreon is on our draft league team. I'm not saying whether or not it's showing up to today's fight, because if my opponent somehow hears this, they still got a little bit of time to prep. But I like Umbreon. Zoro is for emo teenagers. Darkrai is for edgy teenagers. Dusk Noir is for edgy emo teenagers. Does anyone really use Dusk Noir? Be honest, does anyone actually use Dusk Noir? It had its thing in Pokemon Dungeon. But outside of that, do you see anyone talking about it anymore? No, you're thinking of the right one. It had its time to shine. Umbreon has no business looking so cool when all it does is Wish Protect. Hey. There's nothing wrong with Wish Protect and Toxic stalling. Actually, every Gen 4 Mon is for teenagers. Leafeon's sitting right there. Alright. I feel like we're doing not bad. Yes, even Leafeon. I think we're holding up slightly better than we have been. Okay, hold up. We're not doing too bad. Okay, this is where they break through. We beat it! We beat the level! Huge! You can't convince the thought process behind Glaceon and Leafeon wasn't teenage girls will love this. Isn't that like the thought process for like most evolutions though? Expand the fan base. Right. Anything happening? Anything happening? It does not look like it. Alright, cool. Also, Gen 4 just seems grittier by art design. Gen 4 is cool, though. Your all-time favorite used to be Luxio specifically. Don't know what that indicated. Luxio better than Luxray? Question mark? Yo, we're holding up fine. We're holding up fine on these levels. I will say there are certain levels that are more difficult than the following levels. And what was that? 85 might have been one of those levels. Even the anime started rapping in the intro. That was the beginning, though. They were rapping since the beginning. Alright, we did lose there. All right, it's getting a little heated in one of those Discord messages. Pokemon in general is kind of made with teens and preteens in mind, though. True. Depending on the generation, chooses what type of mons they make. Gen 3, they said, let's make cool mon. Gen 2, they said, what if we... Yeah. Gen 2 said, what if we make a couple cool mons and don't let you get them until after the game? That's what Gen 2 said. Like, because Gen 2 had some really good mons. They just, you don't get them. You don't get access to them at all. Let's make Ledian and Skarmory the same gen. Gen 5 decided that you can't evolve until your mon until you beat the entire game. Actually, facts. Because they're like, alright, so we're going to let you beat the game, but then you're going to have to go back and beat the champion again. Let's make a bug that can punch things, and all it wants to do is punch things and give it a terrible attack stat. They had Scizor, Umbreon, Houndoom, and Tyranitar. And then Magcargo, Ledian, Stantler, Xatu, and Fortress. Hey, Fortress isn't that bad. Gen 5 said remake everything we just did, but slightly cooler. Slightly cooler might be a stretch for all mons. There are some... I do like a lot of Gen 5 mons. But there are some Gen 5 mons that I prefer their Gen 1 counterparts. Zubat being one of those. Gen 6 was like, let's not. Gen 6 was like, let's focus on Mega Evolution instead of our actual mons. Chandelure is cooler than Gengar. True. I'm not saying all of it. I'm not saying all of them aren't cooler. I'm just saying there are some mons that I'd argue are cooler from Gen 1. I do like Gen 5. I'm a huge Gen 5 fan, so... Gigalith is cooler than Golem. I feel like Gigalith and Golem are both like, they're both to me just kind of meh. Aromatisse. Sword is probably your favorite game, but if you say Pokemon fans that I like I like Sword and Shield. I like Sword and Shield. I think I prefer Sword and Shield than Scarlet and Violet, but I do like Scarlet and Violet's story. Gen 7 said, let's make them funny looking large monsters. Gen 7 said, let's make them slow. That's what Gen 7 said. Oh, Vikavolt, your description says you're super fast. Slow. Your favorite is Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon? I do like Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. I think the only issue with Gen 7 is Sun and Moon is irrelevant. Because you should not play Sun and Moon. When Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon are a thing, you should not play Sun and Moon at all. Gen 7 said, make Porygon 2 viable. Gen 7 invented Toxapex. Slowmon. Poopa Loopa. 6-7. There you go. Did that one for you. Did that one for you. Alright, Halucha. Halucha at level 65. Okay. Gen 8 said there's Pokemon and they're not going to make sense. They really got out there with the designs. I like Gen 8 Mons. Dragapult's there. My mind can't think of some of them. The dogs are there. I like Flapple's design. I like Flapple's design so much. It sucks that it's not a good Pokemon. It being so frail just made it so rough. Like, Hydrapple to me is so much cooler now because it, like, works. Gen 8 said, let's make cool Pokemon and make them really bad. Except Dragapult. Dragapult's good. Alright, Wave 87. Alright, we're going to make it through Wave 87. We probably won't make it through this wave again. Dracovish looks cool. Dracovish is sick. But it would be better if they didn't reuse its design to make the 3 other fossils. Well, I mean, that's the whole concept of the Gen 8 fossils. Is it's technically 4 different Pokemon that get mishmashed into how they're made. Like, they're supposed to look similar because of that. Why do I feel like Trevenants are easier to beat than Phantops? These Phantops, I think, are giving me more issue. You don't mean in a bad way, but Alcremie, Appletun, Dragapult, Duraludon, Cali Ice, Regieleki, Obstagoon, Clobbopus, and Colossal are really creative and unique. Yo, I love Clobbopus. I wish Clobbopus was better. Gen 9 said, lol, good luck figuring out how to evolve this. Hisui said, make it menacing looking. It's just standing there menacingly because it's old. It's an old Pokemon. It's got to be scary. All right. Aggron, 62. I mean, we made some solid progress. I still got what? I'd like to have a little bit of a breather before the draft match. So we got 45 more minutes. 45 more minutes to get through these last 13 levels. I think we could do it. It's theoretically, I think this setup could work with more levels. So we're just gonna chat about what makes a generation a generation. And we're going to just let this play while we chat about the generations. How is someone with no access to guides or tutorials supposed to figure out what Pokemon they're supposed to take a lovely afternoon stroll with? Are we talking about Diamond and Pearl? We're talking about Diamond and Pearl there with their little, like, area north of Hearthome. You're like, why isn't this Pokemon considered cute? Gen 9 said ordinary Flamingo and a really cool super... Yo, Palafin. Palafin's my goat. Palafin's my goat. And here's a catfish and sushi that team up and it's cool. Gen 9 has a lot of cool mons. Golden Go's pretty sick. Oh, now I understand. Now I understand what you're talking about. Yeah, that evolution method is pretty rough. Palafin's evolution method is pretty tough. I think it took like a week of people like trying to figure out how to evolve it. And it was pretty funny watching the internet take a while to figure out its evolution method. Gen 9's designs were either really creative like Gen 8 or simple like Gen 1, 2, and 3. Yeah. I don't know, I feel like a lot of people criticize like the newer gen's designs, but there's a lot of really sick mons in new gen. I think it's a little, like, disrespectful to how, like, good some of these mons are. Shen Pao. Shen Pao is so perfect. Where's my Shen Pao? He's way up there. I'm not going to get him. Legend CA says Mega everything people don't want. Is that true? Is that true, though? Are you just hurting from the fact that there's no Mega Flygon? Because there was quite a few Mega Evolutions that I know people wanted there. I feel like that's just Mega Flygon cope. Did you really want Mega Excadrill? It's still cool, but did you really want it? Yeah, I would take a Mega Excadrill. I love Excadrill. So yeah, I would want a Mega Excadrill. Its design isn't my favorite. I don't quite like how it buffs off like that. Like, it's not my favorite, but I would take a Mega Excadrill. Electros, Scolipede. I like Scolipede. I like, Gen 5 deserved to have some Mega Evolutions. You took Charcadet into the Elite Four because you had no idea how to evolve it even at that point? That's funny. You loved exploring areas and even you didn't... So that's my issue with the open worldness of Scarlet and Violet. I feel like there's less incentive to go to every single town and talk to everyone. It doesn't feel like you're not taking a route. Oh, I'm at an area. Let me explore and talk to this area. Like, I feel like you're more incentive to, like, just skip it. Then the DLC, they said, fix our mistakes, buff all our bad mons, and then take Heatran and make him stronger than ever before. All will fear Heatran. I like Mega Heatran. That's a sick design. That design is amazing. What is your level up to? 2? That mouth, though. Wild statement. You like Mega Tatsugiri? Mega Tatsugiri is cool. Mega Tatsugiri is sick. There's not many of the Mega Evolutions that I hated, to be honest, other than, like, Starmie. Like, even the ones that other people didn't like as much, I didn't find them as bad as people say. Oh, we're gonna bleed a little, probably. Maybe not, maybe not, maybe not. I think we did bleed 1 bit of HP. Couple bit of HP. I don't like the one you haven't seen yet. Because it's still not in the game, right? I'm gonna be honest, I have not picked up ZA since we beat the main story of the DLC. Actually, that's not true. I played that one stream of the Try Not to Die. And since then, I have not picked it up. Heatran, Cold Walk, Tepig Jogged, Room Temperature Skipped, Freezing Crawled. Heat Ran, Cold Walk, Tepid Jogged, Room Temperature Skipped, Freezing Crawl. Took me a second. Oh, that's... okay. Okay. Alright, who do we level up next? Who's doing the most damage? Realistically. Flygon, I guess? We could get Flygon the next level buff. I feel like Ditto can also use it. We're gonna bleed there. If we get through this, new record. We're not getting through this. We're losing here again. Dang. Oh, Leafeon. Heatran. Also, there's one Mega from Gen 6 you despise. Oh, Mega Garchomp. Heatran was an inside joke with a specific segment of the Pokemon fandom. I never saw like any of those before. Fantima, please play a Brazilian song. I don't play any other music. Like, this music's not going to get me copyright striked, and I know that, so that's why, like, I just play the in-game music. Yippity yep, Mecha Garchomp you hate. Well, Flygon, it is what it is. You just have to accept it. Wouldn't expect you to it's from a roleplay part of the social media you don't use. I used to be a little bit into roleplaying, like, years ago. Years ago, though. It was quite a while ago. Alright. Come on! How much more time? Like 40 minutes? Can we break the 90 barrier right now? Who's doing the damage? That's what's gonna determine what mons get the level up next. Greninja? Yeah, we'll do Greninja next. We'll do Greninja after Flygon. What music do you normally listen to? Like, in general? It's kind of all over the place. The music I listen to is kind of all out over the place. Alright, Flygon. Have a good rest of your day. We'll be here, but have fun thinking about Mega Garchomp. Alright, 63. I mean, we're slightly making more progress before we start taking damage. We might take damage here, depending on where you go. Okay, good. Got a little close. This wave's easy. This wave's not a threat. Alright. I don't think this wave was bad either. What was it, like 83 or 84? We'll see if we take any damage in 84. If we don't, progress, progress, progress. That's all we need. I feel like this wave wasn't tough either. Hawlucha. Hawlucha is putting in the work. Like, this damage is so... 415. 415 is pretty good. Go Greninja! Yeah, Greninja deserves the next bit of levels. I think Greninja leveling up will significantly help us. Because it'll give it only 7 more damage. A little bit faster in speed. Which its speed is insane. That's insane speed. And the critical hit rate, I think, is the, like, more larger factor. Like, getting crits on all of these mons. We did bleed a little bit of damage there. I'm 99% sure that it was 84. That's the levels. That's a little bit more struggle. So bleeding damage there is a little disappointing. Maybe we need to buff Shuckle up. Shuckle buff time after Greninja. Because, like, Shuckle, half a second of speed increase would be nice. Okay. Maybe it was 83. 85 might also be another level. Let's see. The Phantops are... I don't get how the Phantops are so much more rough, I feel. Like, we tear through the Trevenant's health. Why don't we tear through the Phantops' health? Are the Phantops healthier? I can't check on this level. This level's a money level. Alright, you level up. Phantom. Almost 8,000 between armor and health. Maybe it's because Hawlucha doesn't target the Phantops. Maybe that is what makes Phantom tougher than Trev. Whereas Hawlucha would probably target the Trev and get rid of their shields first. That's crazy that the Trevs are more difficult, really, than the Corviknights. I mean, yeah, you have way more armor. Not much more health, though. I think that is what it is the fact that we get through the Trevenant's armor a lot more consistently. We did take a little bit of breakthrough there. And we're bleeding like crazy. And back to wave 75. Oh. I don't know. Maybe this isn't the setup. Like, part of me wonders if Excadrill... I don't know. Aggron's damage range is so good. Is Hawlucha that much better than Machamp? 1,120, 1.54. The critical hit rate. Are we sure Machamp's not better? I'm gonna test out Machamp. I know it attacks slower. So maybe that's why it's not better. But I want to try it. Remove unit. Okay, that might be some of the issue with it. Its range is garbage. See how much damage you do. You're doing 10,000 damage. I mean, 7,000 damage, though. I don't know if we saw Hawlucha hit these numbers. We'll play with Machamp. We'll let Machamp do its thing. Like, it cranks damage. We'll see. I mean, look at that damage. Machamp is him. 86,000 damage. But I will say, like, the faster ones might get through a little bit more. I mean, we kind of did pretty good on that level. 59,000 damage. All right, let's get you leveled up. $23,000. I mean, it's not the best level for him. Like, some of these Corviknights are getting through with a lot more armor. But then other ones are getting through with a lot less. So, 75,000 damage. Cracked Mon. Absolute busted Mon. 93, 96, 98. 100,000 damage. Insanity. And if we really wanted to, we could farm hearts with him as well. He is a good heart farming Mon. Alright, we're getting through this wave decently fine. I think this is the one we took the heart damage, so we'll keep an eye on this level, if we let one bleed or not. Okay, we're holding up fine. We held out without taking damage. Huge. $38,000. Maybe we'll get enough money for the level up here. Probably not. Alright, we chipped through all of the Trevs. Corviknight's not as scary to me than Trevs and Phantups. So being able to tear through the Trevs and Phantups to me feel more valuable. Okay, okay. Okay. Yeah, Machamp is him. Machamp is him. Actually crazy how good this mon is. If its range was like any larger, it would just be too strong. Like, we dealt with all of the shields but one, and that one did not survive. Alright, well, this is the healthiest we've been at this wave. $35,000. What's a Pokemon you think deserves an evolution? Not a Mega or anything, a permanent evolution? This is tough. I'd have to look. It would also have to be like by generation. I mean, a lot of Gen 1 Pokemon probably deserve some. Like Fearow. Fearow deserves like an Obstagoon type of evolution. Just to make it like actually be able to do something. Same with Dodrio. Farfetch got its thing. Alright, we're holding up decently. We're bleeding, but not as bad. We bled, but not as bad. And this is a new record. Beartic needs one. There is someone in our Discord, Signy, who would 100% agree with you. We have, like, Beartic's #1 fan. His name's Random. Just here for a random reason. He would 1,000,000% agree. I wouldn't mind a Beartic evolution. Although Eviolite Slush Rush Beartic might be really good. Yo, is that a Togedemaru? Kind of wild, kind of wild. You think Ledian? Ledian should, yeah, Ledian would get one. I think if Ledian gets one, then, Ariados also deserves one. Alright, we might bleed a little bit there. Yeah, just a tad, but level 91. Eviolite on a Chronosmon seems wrong somehow. Yeah, but if we're giving Beartic an evolution, I feel like Beartic could be a mega evolution candidate. But you know what? You got a point. Something like Ursaluna would make sense. I mean, Ursaring can use an Eviolite. Although I feel like that makes it slightly less viable because then it can't guts as easy. Alright, we did take the L there. But we got further. We got to level 92. Hey, it happened to Duraludon and Dipplin. True. But Dipplin was the new evolution. Like, Dipplin didn't feel complete. Duraludon did feel like a complete Mon until Archaludon came out, and now Duraludon does not feel complete at all. Alright, level 92 is pretty solid. '92 is pretty solid. Does Ferrothorn get faster? Not much. That's crazy. Ferrothorn's doing like a ton of damage a lot of rounds while having only like 54 damage. Duraludon got the special treatment it didn't deserve. I mean, Duraludon was kind of meh. It wasn't the greatest thing out there. It did have a Gigantamax, though. Just to be like, ah, yeah, you deserve another buff. Gigantamax is no longer a thing. Here's just an evolution. Alright, pretty solid speed. Alright, who do we do next? I'm in between... Let's get Shuckle up to level 60. Why are we slacking on the Shuckle? Shuckle getting speed just is very helpful. Daryl Brawler, welcome on in. Bloons Tower Defense 6. I love Bloons Tower Defense 6. So, a Pokemon version, I'm gonna love. It's similar, but different enough at the same time. Alright. Yes, faster Shuckle. Faster Shuckle. What is it? Half a second per 10 levels? Which, with this, a half a second is, like, massive. So maybe sleeping on the Shuckle kind of didn't help our case. We'll get Shuckle. We'll get Shuckle to level 60. Oh, by the way, your force animations and that other guy? Oh, sick. Sick. Welcome back. Welcome back. It's so crazy to me, like, seeing people, like, change their usernames so often on YouTube now. Never used to be a thing like that, I feel. I feel like everyone would, like, stayed their username for the longest of time. Okay, tearing through this level. Shuckle's gonna gain a couple levels. Ooh, I wonder... We don't really have a place to put it. I was gonna say, I wonder if, like, Sunflora... I wonder if Sunflora would be good somewhere. I feel like that's a 540 star Mon. Like, I don't think we could get rid of, like, any of these Mons. Let's say Sunflora with higher attack speed or faster attack speed here with Comfey would be pretty sick. You never got any subs, that's why you changed it to a specific topic. Interesting. I mean, you gotta upload stuff. Like, how consistent? So you gotta upload stuff. You got a couple shorts. Unless you deleted stuff, and that's why I can't see it. Alright, 84. Shuckle. Shuckle boost. Yeah, you did? So you just gotta get consistent with the uploadings. Like, that's the only... It was cringe. Hey, I can promise you all of my stuff that I used to post ages ago was cringe. And even now, I'd argue some of the stuff I do is still cringe, but that's how you learn in the content side of things. Is you post cringe and then you just keep going. Say, I could show like such a like cringy phrase that I did years and years ago that it's funnier looking back at now. I don't hate the video. I find it funny nowadays. Hodgecrow's doing solid damage. Thanks for the support on your channel. Bye-bye. All right, I'll see you later. I'll see you later. Like I said, like that's all a part of YouTube, is posting cringe stuff and growing with it. Like things are going to, you have to start somewhere. You definitely have to start somewhere. You got to get comfortable with the camera too. Like starting out, like being comfortable with the camera only comes naturally to a few people. It's not the most natural thing. Like talking to no one for 2 hours and 40 minutes and just reading messages and being able to respond that way is so much different than talking to people face to face. It takes time. It takes time. Even like when you're like creating just videos without the streaming too, because then you don't even have a chat you're talking to. You're talking to imaginary comments that have yet to be posted yet. Alright, we had so many Pokemon hit the danger zone. I guess if I want to counter that, watch, do this. Do this. And then if a bunch of Pokemon drop there, I could always click this button. Yeah, that must be weird. To me, it's not weird anymore. But at first, it used to be, like, weird and uncomfortable. But eventually got used to it and had fun, and have fun doing it. Togedemaru! Togedemaru is so frail. It's fast, but oh, those armors don't really do anything for you. Shuckle. Alright, we'll level up Ditto next. Okay, that Delibird somehow got, like, really far. Dang. Come on, please get through here. Please get through here. Please get through here. Sick. Alright, this is our max level. We'll see if changing our layout mid-wave helps at all. Why are we not doing... There we go. Alright, quite a few Trevenants got through without taking armor damage. Alright, we let quite a few mons go. Alright, I couldn't really move Aggron there because we were still attacking other mons. A little unfortunate. Little unfortunate. I don't think we get much further before I have to wrap up to get ready for the draft battle. Well, we might have one more attempt. It depends on how long these waves take. One more solid attempt. We can gain some levels. Get our team a little bit better situated, like Ditto. Ditto is just so expensive. Like I said, I'll keep an eye on swapping things around too. But we should get through these early 70 levels without too much of a struggle. Come on, get through those shields. Arcanine's really not a problem. Corviknights really aren't the problem. It's really just the Trevenants. The Trevs and, like, late game Drampas, if they can hide through the crowd. Realistically, I should turn one of my mons onto high HP. I just don't know who. Flygon, maybe? And just hope that our other mons carry with the first. I mean, that's not true. Right, alright. We get through the 70s. Wow, apparently there's 20 people. Yeah, I know. It's been popping. According to the YouTube statistics, it's been popping recently. Which I appreciated a ton. It's sick. It's sick to see that number after the stream. I don't pay too much attention to it during the stream because, like, I'm focusing on, like, the content itself and chatting. But I appreciate the people that just stop in, even if they don't chat. Like, y'all are cool, too. It's really been, like, a lot when I've been playing this game. So I wonder if this game's just what YouTube is pushing right this second. Which, if so, hey, welcome on in. I hope you like the regular Pokemon content as well. Alright, yeah. Flygon doing high HP might be the call. It really helps with the Drampas. I've been hearing talks that part of it could also be YouTube pushing the TV crowd. The stats don't completely look like that, but I don't know if maybe it's just not showing properly because of it being a live stream. So if it is being pushed by, like, a TV crowd, how much are these guys giving? I'm confused. Giving what? But if it is being pushed by a TV crowd, that's cool. That's cool. I mean, I watch YouTube on my TV, so I think it is a vastly underestimated. In-game money? Like, how much are which ones giving? Like, Trev's giving, like, nearly 1,000. But most of these other ones are, like, 1 to 300. Drampa is giving nearly 500. All right, all right. Wow, that's pretty good. It's nice. Auto reset, we're going to turn off because as soon as we end this, like, attempt is probably when the stream will have to wrap up. So to give me enough time to swap everything over for me. And getting the stream ready. All right. Still no damage, which is good, which is nice. Delibird gives a ton of money. 2,000 nearly. We might get a new record. Might get a new record. $60,000. How much you need? 64,000. What's on this level? A lot of Phantups. Phantups are definitely some of the more scary mons. YouTube ads are getting weird recently. I've heard that they can be like a little out there sometimes. With YouTube Premium, I've not seen a YouTube ad in years, but I believe it. All right, keep an eye, keep an eye. We might have to swap. No, we're good. We're good. We're good. Shout out to the team carrying. Ooh, these Phantups. These Phantups could get rough. These Phantups could get rough. Nope, we're good. We're good. Just saw Jesus go on a surfboard into a... One second. Let me focus. Let me focus. Okay, we lost a little bit of health. Into a water slide and said we must go stronger and go to Rome? What? Why are we going to Rome? What does Rome have? What in the AI? All right. Yep. Hold the fort. Hold the fort. All right. We're getting there. Okay, we held pretty strong on this level. Let's see how we do here. Oh, this is a money-making level. This level shouldn't be as tough. Ooh, we kind of got close there. And it's still going. All right, we held the corves. Right, this is the level we lost against. I think it was the Drampas that got us. So maybe with the Flygon strat, we might be fine now. Are we gonna just simply get through this level? Why did we lose here? Is it these Trevs? Alright, yeah. We made it through. So, like, shout out to that. But we're barely living. I think we get through this level fine. Like, the Drampas are a little bit of a problem, but I think we get through them because of how this layout is. Maybe. Maybe. Just barely. Just barely. Alright, we'll do Honchkrow. Oh, this level's not even over. But overall, I think we're still in a decent spot. Ooh, are these Drampas gonna get through? Nope. This level, though, could be a problem. We're getting close, though. Wave 94 out of 100. We're holding decently strong. We should be able to get to 95. I don't think nothing in this level screams difficult to me. There's no Phantops and Trevenants. The truly scary mons. Drampas, depending on their layout. But with how they're set up, I think we're really fine for them. Like, Flygon targeted them heavy. Wave 95! I don't see too much fear in this level either. Like, there is Trevenants, but not a lot of them. Woo! Just barely. Just barely got that Togedemaru. Ready to change the layout over. Woo! They're getting close! Dang! Dang. I mean, wave 95. We got pretty close. We got pretty close. I think definitely next stream we'll get to 100. And then I'll start trying to get to 1-3 to 100. And then we'll money farm for a bit, get all of our mons to 100. And then we'll beat these 3 bosses. I think that's the goal. Get these to 100. Money farm. Beat these 3 levels. And then just have fun. But I don't know. I had a fun stream. We went 3 hours in this game. It's enjoyable, like, actually playing the game than complete money farming. So that was fun. It is fun. It was fun. We're almost there. We're almost there. I think a few more levels on some of our mons, and we're there. You know what, Honchkrow? You put in some solid work. You get that level before we go. But thank you, everyone, for hopping in. Lot of people in the chat today. So that's been a lot of fun. I appreciate you all. We'll be back again, hopefully, in a couple days. Join the Discord. I'm a little more active there on saying when we'll be streaming. And if you can't join the Discord, just hopefully I'll see you all next time. But until then, everyone, have a great rest of your night. Peace.